So we're barely into December, and you know how it goes. The closer we get to launch, the more stuff starts slipping out. And honestly, at this point, most of it doesn't even surprise me anymore. Some leaks just line up with what we've known for weeks, and then a few new ones pop up and make you go, okay, that's interesting. Take the dual sensor setup on the Pocket 4. This isn't new, we've been hearing about it for a while, but it's still the thing that makes this camera feel different from anything DJI has done in this lineup. The main sensor is rumored to be that 1-inch 50 megapixel monster, and then there's the second sensor, the one over 1.3-inch one. People are saying it might be a squarish format built for more flexibility, especially for vertical shooting, sort of like how DJI approached the Action 6 and Osmo 360. It's one of those features that could completely change how creators use this thing if it actually ships that way. And then we have that weird little extra screen everyone noticed in the leaks. At first glance, people thought DJI finally added a second preview display, but Photolab stepped in and basically said, nope, that's not happening. Instead, he thinks it's more of a status window, and honestly, that makes way more sense. Imagine being able to quickly glance at your battery, frame rate, audio levels, or storage without tapping into menus or even looking at the main screen. That's the kind of thing that saves you when you're shooting from weird angles or holding it out in front of you with no room to flip anything around. It's tiny, but it adds convenience. Battery is the one area where we're not guessing anymore. The docs already show a 1,545 milliamp hour battery, and that's a noticeable jump from the Pocket 3. And with the bigger sensor and additional stuff, they pretty much had to do it. What gets me is that despite all these changes, the Pocket 4 is still supposed to stay just as compact and somehow even lighter than the previous model. I honestly don't know how DJI pulled that off. More power, more features, and less weight? That doesn't even sound real, but here we are. And then there's the launch situation. This one's a bit messy. DJI might announce it before the ban kicks in just to stay ahead of trouble, but shipping could easily slide into early next year depending on how things shake out. Pricing seems a little more consistent. Leaks put the base model somewhere between $699 and $799, which kind of fits the direction DJI has been going with their newer hardware. With that, we end our video. Thanks for watching. Peace.